Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, we're going to be looking at some words from Ronald Koeman because Ronald Koeman right now, he is not happy whatsoever in regards to Barcelona. And then as we're going to be talking about some transfer rumors, and we're going to be talking about Hansi Flick. What are his priorities for this team? But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you can stay up to date with everything that we do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Ronald Koeman because after the Dutch national team, they announced Frankie de Jong's injury. Ronald Koeman, he's just been absolutely unhappy with Barcelona, and he's been talking to the media, and he's basically been expressing his discontent. And this is what he has to say in regards to that Frankie de Jong injury. I have regularly talked to Frankie about many things, and I think he is happy at Barcelona and does not want to go out. The injuries have affected his level in recent months. I think Frankie was not 100% to play against PSG and Real Madrid in the last game of the seasons, but he needs time to be at his highest level. And so right there, like in that statement, in that final sentence where he says like, hey, I think that Frankie was not at 100%, right there, he's just, silently, discreetly saying, why did Barcelona play Frankie de Jong when, he still had those injury problems and he wasn't 100% recovered? And it's completely understandable that, why he's showing this frustration because ahead of such a major tournament, that being the Euros, he absolutely, does not want, to be weakened. He wants to have his best players available. That way, he can, have the best chance of winning the Euros. He also, talks about Robert Lewandowski, and this is what he has to say in regards to that. Questioning Lewandowski's signing in 2022. It was not so much about Robert, but about Barca's philosophy. If I had been the coach of Barcelona at the time, I would have loved to have him as a 9. And I think it's a lot of money, and that if you have economic problems, you have to analyze well. Okay. Well, the thing about Robert Lewandowski and the reason why he came in Barcelona is that at the time Barcelona they needed to make a big money move signing, and Robert Lewandowski he was that his contract was basically expiring in the summer after, and so Barcelona they had an opportunity for a reduced fee on Robert Lewandowski, and following the season and how the season developed, Barcelona they did win the Supercopa de España and they did win La Liga with Lewandowski finishing Pichichi. Just the problem is about the deal is how Robert Lewandowski's salary is structured. Robert Lewandowski, his salary is going to be increasing as that contract runs down, and that's something that you do not want because Barcelona are going to have to pay a lot of money for what is going to be a 37-year-old striker. And Barcelona they now have to be looking into the future, and they do have to be looking to offload Robert Lewandowski. But at the time, you can debate on whether that signing, Barcelona should have done it. But I am in the camp that Robert Lewandowski should be signed because Barcelona they needed that superstar signing. And then Ronald Koeman he also talks about the affection and no the emotions that people give him when walking down the street. When I walk through Barcelona, I notice the affection of the people. It is not that it is not that now. It is less affection because things have not gone well. They remember me, and they will remember me as the man who scored the goal of the club's first European Cup. It's just that I didn't receive the support from the president. And I know there's a lot of people who defend Ronald Koeman's time at Barcelona. Just the thing is, Barcelona they were bang average, guys. Barcelona they were bang average. You had Messi, you had Griezmann, you had Coutinho. And I know Barcelona, they were in a bad situation, but come on, like Barcelona at one point they were ninth. They were ninth in La Liga, and we were just not competing. Just mediocrity was just that was the word that described Ronald Koeman's Barcelona. And it's completely understandable why Laporta he sacked them when the results weren't going in Ronald Koeman's favor, because Ronald Koeman was never the manager of Laporta. He was a Bartomeu. He was the last manager that Bartomeu appointed as the Barcelona coach. And in that season, Ronald Koeman goes, and as well as Bartomeu, and then John Laporta and Xavi take over. But guys, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in regards to those quotes from Ronald Koeman. Ronald Koeman not happy with Barcelona. He throws some shade right there, saying, "Hey, I wouldn't have made that Robert Lewandowski signing." And also they should have treated Frankie de Jong much better. But now, guys, I want to be talking about Ayuzi Perez, the Betis winger, because he has been apparently offered to Barcelona, and he has a price tag of 4 million euros. Now, Barcelona, they're not, going to go out for him. They're not going to sign him, but I'm just bringing you the report that Yosi Perez, he has been offered to Barcelona, and for a relatively cheap price. And right now, signing a versatile forward is not a priority for Barcelona, as I'm going to be talking about right now. The priorities are a left winger and a pivot, a defensive sided midfielder. And this is what I think should be Barcelona's priority in the summer. And whatever positions that Barcelona, they do not have, and then we have to go onto the market. Hansi Flick is going to be aiming to bet on La Masia players, and most of these players, in the photo, they've made very little contributions in the first team. But any emerging La Masia youngsters, they will have chances during preseason. And so, guys, what do you guys make of a Yosi Perez being offered to Barcelona, the Betis winger? I haven't really watched much of him. I think he's a decent player. I don't think that he would be coming to Barcelona to be a starter. He'd be coming to be a bench option. And the thing is, even though the Barcelona would be paying 4 million euros, that's 4 million euros that you could be using elsewhere. And just, as much as I think Yosi Perez is a good player, I don't think that he is Barcelona level. But guys, that was it for the Barcelona news of the day. Definitely let me know your thoughts on everything discussed on today's video. And as always, guys, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for supporting me. Catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everyone.